Hello, hello, hello. I hope this works. Minutes late. I'm here, I'm here. All right. Hi 23, hi Curious, hi guys. How are you doing today? Lena! Oh my gosh, hi! Hi, Alia. Hello. Your technical difficulty. Can you guys hear me fine? And I know there's not a lot to look at the moment, but let me know if you can hear and see. Hopefully the audio would be, you know, good enough. I know it gets choppy sometime, and I can sort of fix it, but I don't know why it does that. Can hear and see, yay! Right. I'm thinking. I'm trying to quickly come up with. But it was a nice video too. 9 p.m. I mean, I'm impressed that you can manage to have access to it with all the, you know, all the extra stuff going on. Like, I would never expect anyone to. I don't know how to say it, but it's impressive. Anti-patience! Other Lana, hi! Nah, sorry, I'm trying to think very quickly. Uh, Let me see. Okay, I have a few odds and ends that I grabbed. I have this palette, I have these. These are the really interesting ones with the ceramic insert. Oh, that... Look at these tiny whales, they're so cute! I don't know if I can remove this. Ugh. Lewis, hello! Hi! Hi, Sean! Ooh, curious. Lovely. Can do without light, but Wi-Fi is a must have. Okay, so that's one. So this one. I don't remember what this one is like. See, I'm less into these. But I wonder if my idea was to put this into another palette, perhaps. I don't remember. I really like this one. It's a really fun idea. Just need to find a way to see what it's like without the insert. Do a bit of this one. I'll grab this is more annoying than helpful, actually. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, that will help for sure. There you go. Okay, so I noticed that this one, there's one of the here, this thing is trying to escape. I don't know if I can. Nope. Why? Oh, come on. I see it. It's there. It just won't go in the brackets. Oh my gosh. What do you mean BTUs? From hugging the cats, I hope, not cooking them. I gotta say, this ceramic insert seems to be really nicely crafted. The wells are very, very small. But yeah, I just don't really like these sort of metal tins for painting. They're convenient for other stuff, but for painting, ugh. I like that they crafted these with the like the supports under them. Makes them much more stable. I see the things stuck inside other things during. Hold on, what else was? What else was stuck? I kind of miss fiddling with the vintage pans, I gotta say. It's a bit difficult to do in the winter, but I think I managed to figure out a decent setting, but it's just not very efficient as a live stream activity. There's really no reason why it shouldn't go inside. Oh, that's gonna bother me so much. British thermal units of heating meow. Those dang pans. Oh yeah. The pans in the wooden palette. Yeah, I had to do some palette violence this week during the members only live stream. These, I think I saw these on US Amazon. I got them before the tariff nonsense. I had saved up enough of my little earnings over there, and I was able to get these two. Mostly for the ceramic insert, of course, but I really like this tin. I only want to fix it. Is that it's gonna bother me or not? Why are you being a butt? Why? Why is it being a butt? I've fiddled with so many vintage tins and those little freaking thingamajigs that hold everything together. I mean, at least the pin is not gonna fall down, I guess. That's sort of the blessing of the... Oh. Haha, nailed it. There you go. I feel better. It's definitely really cute. It's about the size of a regular tin, wouldn't you say? Do I have one? See? Very similar in size. Perhaps like a hint larger, but I really like that it has those 3 little wells in the lid. You know, sometimes I wonder why I keep the thumb rings on the palette. They're fairly easy to remove. And the palette is, you know, a lot less annoying this way. I never use these. Never ever. I would have it completely pulled out. Why? Why would you remove it, Ginger? Yeah. They have quite a few designs. I think this one was my personal favorite. But I'm always a bit disappointed that there's not a design with cats. I'm gonna have to put stickers or something on it. And also I'm gonna have to look at my stash of palettes and stuff to see if I can find a better tin for this one. Because, like I said, this is not... Does anyone like these? for painting. I mean, they're really handy for other stuff, but for painting, ugh. I really like how the swatch card is what the double the amount of colors, and this one is not even like proportional to the thing. How many colors do I have in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, size 16, and this has 20 squares. Well, you tried. Just gonna go back in here. I'm just gonna put this back in here. Hello, hello. To figure out why it would work. Oh, I see, I see. It looks a bit like the one from the Hahnemuller. Yeah, definitely. It's the same kind of metal with the texture on it, you know. Schminke has a few sets they've released. I think the neon set with the half pans that they did for the Academy range had a similar kind of material tin. And also they had an urban sketching set at some point that had a similar tin too. I just don't like it. Ugh. It's like the opposite of that I was playing with a... It's like the opposite of this one. Whereas this one is it's really hard not to just touch it. It is such nice plastic. It's very difficult to just not keep like touching it. It's so nice. And the metal one is just the opposite. It's just gross. Let's see. Aww. Nope. It's missing like, I don't know if you can see, but there's like 1.5 millimeter missing to have it fit in here. Oh well. Got a good sized cat palette. It was full of bleb paints, but not anymore. Cheaper than buying separately. Ooh, a cat palette. Yes, it's just I'm pretty sure this one is way too. Yeah, this one doesn't fit by a whole lot more than a few millimeters, but oh well, we tried. Oh, the plastic of this one is so lovely. I'm also wondering, like, I really like the look of this one and the insert that goes in it, but I'm like, what kind of upgrades? Like something like putting a ribbon at the bottom or something so that you can more easily lift this part off. And also perhaps some padding of some sort with like that's attached to the sides with magnets, maybe. Like to have a felt with some magnets that you can have in here, so you don't have like this ceramic straight on the middle of the tin. I'm really happy that this tin doesn't have an annoying quote on it. Live, laugh, love. Nope, 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 nope. Also, I would have to figure out what paints to put in here from tubes. 16 for this one, 12 for the other one. I will clean them for now. Q-tips. Big box of Q-tips. Sorry about that. Must have been loud. I'm sorry. Tips. I like to clean up like new ceramic inserts with a bit of alcohol. Fully dissolve whatever could be on these. I prefer live, love, laugh. If that doesn't work, then load, aim, fire. Cat safe, Q-tip bin. Yep, absolutely. Though, mind you, my cats are not all that interested in Q-tips. So, like, it's never been a huge concern. Like, I'm always careful about it for sure, but they're not all that interested in them. So, the one that worries me endlessly is needles and thread. Because the way cat tongues, sorry, are made with all the hooks to clean up their fur, it makes it so that if they catch onto a thread, they can't really pull it out of their mouth. It's stuck. The only way the thread can go is further down. And if the thread is attached to a needle, it's a recipe for a very high vet bill. So that one I'm always worried because it's so easy to drop a needle. And then, I mean, I'm lucky that I don't have carpet, but even then. Oh, great nightmare fuel. I'm sorry. Just be always extra mindful of your thread and needles. I only needed one and I got like a bajillion out, but it's okay. We need a trigger warning for delayed taking up embroidery for exactly that reason. Yeah, it really depends on the kind of embroidery that you want to do. I really enjoy sewing as a hobby, but yeah, I'm always like, I'm always trying to pay extra attention to where I put my needles. I have a needle minder handy, but even then, like, anyway, needles. I think the best way to deal with it in a way is to always have a spot to put your needle when you are preparing some sort of a part of your project, like preparing more thread, preparing more fabric, whatever. And also to have a good way to store ongoing projects and all your supplies. that are effectively cat-proof. Besides, crafting like a needle book or a storage for your needle, like from fabric, is a lot of fun. So that can be a way to combine everything. Oh yeah, the same. Yeah, threads just on their own are bad because they can like wrap around the intestine in some way and cause a lot of issues for dogs, for any kind of pets, mind you. I don't think there's anything cat-proof. I mean, if you put it away in a closed bin that has latches, I'm pretty sure that's cat-proof. Also, it depends on the pet too. Like, if you know your pet is the type to mess up with that kind of stuff, you gotta be extra careful. But like, I know my cats are not really all that interested in it, so I make sure everything is secure and out of reach. And I'm not all that worried. Besides, they're quite old, so in general, they're less inclined to, you know, messing around with stuff. Still gotta be extra careful with stuff like the floss in the trash bin, like dental floss. I don't know what to do. I don't. So someone suggested Schminke in the sets, but I don't think I have. I think I have like 3 tubes of Schminke paints. Makes me wonder how they survive in the wild. I mean, I could say poorly, but like, unfortunately, there's a reason why the life expectations. Is that the word? No. Yes, no. Expectancy? Anyway, cats outside don't live as long as cats indoors. I once was at the vet and another lady with her dog ate a baby soft. Depends on the chaos level of the cat. Yep, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I have only 3 tubes of Schminke, but I have a lot of pans. It's just that I can't really like pour pans in these palettes. I need tubes. Eternal kitchen. How old is this eternal cat child? I'm looking at my boxes of paints. What's that? Oh, I think I have a bit of an idea. Hold on. The more accessible box I have is the one with the core and Memory Blue paints in it. Let's just take a look at this, what I have here. And then core, I mean, that's a bit of a different story. I have quite a few tubes, of course, so that's doable. Oh, 2.5 years. That's a baby. 0.5 and larger, of course, orange. I like the, of course, orange. And here I have these. So that's, oh shoot, cadmium yellow deep, quinacridone lake, this one, green gold, Payne's gray. Where's the pigment info on these? Oh, hold on. Did you guys notice how many products nowadays have this dreadful packaging notion that you have to peel off the first layer of a label to get to the full info of anything? I mean, in this case, it's just relatively useless, like safety warnings. Distributor in the UK, Dillarani. Interesting. But yeah, what's the pigment of this? Oh. Indigo Synthetico Vet Blue one, so it's synthetic indigo. And then this one is Ultramarine Deep. Ultramarine Derp. PB29. PY35. PV19, I'm glad. I was worried it would be PR122, but I prefer PV19 and PR29. This is Cobalt Green Blue. Then random pans. I have Venetian Red, I guess. Yep. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. PR101. Tiziano Red. Yep. This one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, my face. Oh, PR29. Okay. Brown Style de Grain. Style de Grain brun. PR101 and PG36, and I have that in tube too. And Emerald Green, PG18. Gotta get my old eyes checked. Like a little back. They kind of do. I don't know why. I think it's the type at the bottom, like with the big M and the B, like Marlboro. Doesn't fit, but I think I see why. I'm not gonna question why the dog would. I mean, from my very limited experience with dogs, they're not known for sticking to a good, fair, limited diet. They tend to eat just about whatever, as far as I can tell. So I have 6 tubes, though. That's kind of not enough, right? And then even if I had a way to put the pans with it, that's 10 colors. Okay. It's EU thing, so they can extend the label. Yep, I have to, Elia. I have to. It's you say it's an EU thing, but it's getting more and more common here, and it's particularly annoying when you're at the drugstore and you're looking into like some sort of any kind of product, like a moisturizer or whatever, and like you want to access the ingredients, but they put those behind that thing you gotta peel off, and it's just, it doesn't make me happy. Let's just say that. I don't think my course watches are not up to date, I think. Are you? Nope. No. We keep going. What's wrong with PR 122? Nothing, nothing. It's just, if I have to choose a magenta, it's not my favorite hue. But like, I'm really being picky. There's no issues with it. It's perfectly fine. It is a lovely magenta. I would rather have that than no magenta at all. But if I can choose, I usually try to get a slightly pinker one. Or alternatively, one that is slightly less purple. Okay. This, I don't think they're sorted really. I think I just put these away in baggies. That's Pinsimi Desolate Yellow. That's PY 154. Burnt Umber. Burnt Umber. Bohemian Green. Payne's Gray. Do I have this one? Yes, okay. Violet. Neutral Tint. Carbon Black. More Payne's Gray. Sepia. Ivory Black. Ardoise Gray. Naples Yellow. Burnt Sienna and Raw Umber. Like, oh yeah. I prefer PV19. It's a bit difficult with PV19. It's a different level of complexity because they have quite a few variants. So if you really, really like a very specific hue, you have to pay attention to always buying the same from the same brand. Otherwise, I really like PV42 because it is like a variant identical to a specific variant of PV19, but as PV42, it is very consistent. So if that's the exact color you want, you can rely on the code to find it. Oh my gosh, these are all mixed up. I have to put green gold somewhere, of course. Maybe I should organize these by color family, perhaps. Perhaps. Sap green. Green. Look at these two, like the the old and new packaging. These are both sap green. Are they the same formula? Yeah, basically. So why are the labels such a like a different color? I think like that's the actual color of it. So this one, the old label, is definitely off. This one is perhaps a bit more accurate to the color. Let's just, you know, I mean, core is made in the US. If you're in the US, you're safe. But I think you're in Canada as well, right? So yeah, I get ya. I don't have the whole thing. I've been like collecting these for a fairly long while by now, but I really would love to have the whole range. But these are quite pricey, so you gotta keep an eye out for discounts and sales. The rest, yeah. If I got to it, it's gotta be because I like it, right? Oh, green gold, big one. I think one I was trying to, like a couple of I don't remember, years ago, there was a nice sale, and I wanted to get like more of the indigo, but they didn't have it anymore, and I'm bummed. Nickel Azo Yellow is also a good one. So wait, I said I wanted to have green gold, so let's there you go. Oh, quinacridone gold. Precious, 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 beautiful color. Transparent pure orange. That's definitely gonna go in there too. That's just pure orange. Permanent gamboge. Their permanent gamboge is really pretty as well. Very nice yellow. Also, they have permanent scarlet, and you guys know about me and permanent scarlet, right? This one, cat red, transparent, pure orange, PO71. I don't rely on exact hues. I think of colors in ish. Some companies have PR29 in rose red. Ooh. Have queen gold. Oh yeah, the Roman small one is very pretty. I have colors that I will be able to work with like a ish. But I know that sometimes I will also get like specific hue variants that will make me more happy than others. And ultimately, I can use all of it. That's not really an issue, but it's permanent scarlet. That's also gonna go in the palette. So far I have 2 colors selected. Yeah. I have like a bajillion of these. I saw raw umber earlier. Where is it? Somewhere in there anyway. This one I know is new. What was I saying? Oh yeah, quinacridone magenta. It is a very nice quinacridone magenta, so I'm definitely gonna plop in the palette, of course, but just cracks me up because I ended up with like quite a few of these. That's cobalt tea. No, that's ultramarine turquoise. Oh, that's another one I need to swatch. That's cobalt turquoise, not the same thing. Is that the... Yeah, ultramarine turquoise. Okay. The X is in purple as well. Basically, all the colors from the original... What did they call it? Holy moly, my brain is not cooperating. Core has a set of stupidly saturated, vibrant colors. What do they call it? Been fighting the urge of throwing my Himimiya out. It's been open and clean and still get more. Ew. High chroma, that's it. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. High chroma. Ah, there it is. Cobalt teal. So the teal, the green gold, the dioxazine purple, the transparent purple orange, quinacridone magenta, and originally the high chroma set also had quinacridone gold. And let me tell you, these 6 colors, they are unbelievably good. Transparent purple orange, you go in there as well. Pale olive green. What's this one? Benzimide does a lone burnt orange. I think that's a new one as well. Olive green. Whoa, really? Check this out. That's the same color. What happened? Both are olive green. Like... Core, the hyper child of the family, seriously. Some of their colors are striking. Like there's no substitute for them. Oh, I saw I had pure orange too. So you can see that's my the current state of my core charts. I saw ultramarine blue violet earlier too. That one here. And that's the way I have them organized. I basically have a spot for each color. And if I happen to have that color, I will paint it in. So that's how I keep track of the stuff. Somewhat. It's not perfect, but so far it's been the most efficient. And those that have a an orange tab on them, that's the discontinued colors. And that's the second sheet, and then I have a third sheet too with some of the newest colors on there. But I haven't kept this one up to date. So that's something that I have to do as well. Okay, so cobalt teal, that one, let's go turquoise. I'm good for this one. It is a beautiful cobalt teal, by the way. It's this one. I mean, is there a color in the core range that I don't particularly like? I don't think so. My beef is more related to the fact that they have discontinued colors. And I'm like, I would put Quin Gold in the palette, but it's too precious. I'm not in the mood to use it now. Where is it? I know it's here. It's discontinued, so I'm pretty sure ultramarine blue is swatched. Ultramarine pink, so discontinued. How many colors do I need? 12 and then 16, and I have 6. Purple, pink. Okay, I need a nickel azo yellow. here, so I can put these away. I will not even try to convince you I wouldn't want to verify that. If I had a bit more, like, this is all I have for this color, and like I don't mind when it's sort of the Roman Schmal one that have a good stock of, or you know, other colors like that. But when I have sort of a limited access to it, I'm less tempted to put it everywhere. And I'm like, I have it in a separate palette. If I really want to go for that color, I can you know, go to that palette. I know that Dioxazine Purple is also good to go. Indigo is also really sad. I will show you guys two colors from the core range that I think are really interesting. They're Indian yellow, and I think the permanent gamboge is really interesting. It's a slightly warmer than nickel azo yellow color, but it seems like it's really, really transparent. It's a mix of 3 pigments, but I really like the color of it. It's really like this, but just a little bit more like red. Just a trace. A very faint change in the color to make it a little bit more red. And I think that's really cool. Transparent pure orange, that's I can put away as well. So what I'm doing basically is I look at the colors and I have my painted swatches, and I try to figure out which colors I would like to use based solely on do I feel like painting with that color. I really love their greens in general, so I'm probably going to include quite a few, especially like these two. Green gold is already in there. That's sap green, hooker's green. So, hooker. Sorry. Sorry. That was perhaps a bit too loud for nothing, I'm sorry. Sap green and hooker's green. Digital Mission Gold. That's a lovely, if I remember right, that's a really nice dark green. I remember liking it quite a lot. So Core is one of those brands where I'm not all that sold on the yellow ochre. I've never swatched raw sienna. Okay, well, I mean, if you say so. Van Dyke Brown also. Raw sienna, just pick one. It's this one. That's the green gold, right? Yep. French cerulean blue, cobalt blue, Prussian blue, phthalo blue. Oh yeah, the two olive greens that don't match at all. Oddly enough, yeah, okay, this one is still sort of closer to the actual color of the thing. The original one doesn't look like it one bit. I want this color? Not sure. The cobalt violet is really nice, but that's also a discontinued one. I don't know if I feel like having it in the palette. So far, I don't really have a lot of blues in there. Transparent brown oxide. Okay, unpopular opinion, I'm not all that sold on the transparent oxides. They always look like butt. Super patchy, it's ugh. The Venetian red is nice. I have a Mars orange deep that's also discontinued. But I don't know if I feel like painting with it. It's this one. I think titanium buff has to go somewhere. Quin red. So, you guys can see that's quinacridone magenta. This one is PR 122. Yep. And this is a PV19. So you can really see how this one, I hope it's visible on camera somewhat, but this one is definitely a bit more purple than this one. So if you're trying to mix like better oranges, this one is not going to give you the best mixes, but this one would give you much prettier purples. So it really depends on what you feel like using, basically. Manganese blue. Good cyan. Un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, 11. 11. It's it, but I think it's pinker. It's not purple, but it's like it is still a magenta, like a pink color, but it's closer to a blue than this one would be. That's what I mean, basically. The raw umber is really pretty. Look at that. It's not patchy. We don't like patchy here. Raw umber. I don't think I'm gonna put Naples yellow. I'm definitely not gonna put the yellow ochre though. Payne's gray. That's sepia. I think I'm gonna put ultramarine blue, which is a bit out of character for me. And magenta is included in their basic set rather than. Ooh. Hi, Melissa. $14. There might be a few here that I want. I'll sure. Sassy Britches, hello. Okay, so mind you, this is really terrible paper. Okay. This is the indigo. It is a very, very blue indigo, and this is the Payne's gray. So the Payne's gray is definitely more muted. Indigo is more vibrant. Seems like normal paper to me. It is I don't really know how to describe it, but it kind of gives everything a bit of a white cast, which is not ideal, mind you. But you can sort of see it with the Indian throne and Prussian blue. It's a bit of an unsightly texture to these colors. I'm gonna go to like the. Okay, so I don't think there's any on this one. Oh no, there's ultramarine blue violet. So this. This one. That. Raw sienna. Ultramarine turquoise. Ultramarine turquoise. I don't even have it anywhere, do I? Because it's not available open stock, this one. Okay. What's this one? Van Dyke. All right. You need a green gold, just say. I mean, I agree. Okay, let's okay. You'll be able to see the turquoise. I have ultramarine turquoise too that I need to swatch, but it's basically phthalo green mixed with ultramarine, so it's nothing like revolutionary. You can mix it yourself easily. What? Oh. Paper gives it everything I like. I mean, it's I'm struggling to explain it. It's like, you know how some paper, like often Arch does the white little dot thingy on your paper. You know, like that you paint a flat wash, but as it dries, there's a bunch of teeny tiny white dots that crop up. Well, that, but it seems like it's more the like a uniform texture over the paper. I don't know how to say. You mentioning green gold made me visceral. Sorry. I love how we're all fervent admirers of green gold. Nope. Sorry. It's gonna be this one, I guess. Okay. The ultramarine blue violet is a mix of PV15 and PB29, so ultramarine violet and ultramarine blue. What a surprise! With a name like ultramarine blue violet, that's gotta expect that one. It is nice. I mean, as far as I can say from what swatches I have, there's not really they don't have like a hue that's all that similar to that one. And they have their purples, and then they have the blues, but this one is a much purpler blue. The texture can look quite. Oh. Yeah, the cobalt teal is just perfect. Sorry, there's no other way to put it. It is like perfect. It is what you want from that color. Okay, next one. You know what? Next one we're gonna do this one. Okay, I also need to add. So I think this one I'm gonna put in this one too. Do I have a pencil here? Yes. Well, not a pencil, actually, a pen. Yeah. Okay. So they're ultramarine turquoise. And that one, Sharpie. PB29 PG7. Really nothing fancy. Oh, lovely. Oh, sorry. You're gonna have a bit of a hard time mixing green gold because it is a single pigment paint. You can get close to it. Holbein has a color that is somewhat close to it. And I know it is not genuine green gold. Sorry, I hit the mic with my brush. So the appeal of this ultramarine turquoise, aside from the hue, is the fact that it should be a bit granulating too, because of the ultramarine in there. All while being a relatively like transparent color that is non-toxic and should be quite inexpensive. It's a series 1. I'm just bummed that they don't sell it open stock. It's only available through the Ali Kavanaugh set. Why? I think Schminke has one that... Oh, I think you're right. I think you're right. But that we don't have a lot in green. Yeah, one of the main features of green gold too is that it's like super transparent. So that's also very enjoyable. Yellow and green. Mind you, we don't have that many green pigments, do we? I mean, there are some, of course, there are some, but you have green gold, then you have a phthalo green yellow shade, phthalo green blue shade, a bunch of cobalts that go from like what, middle green to dark muted green to blue green. You have viridian. It's basically the same hue as phthalo green blue shade, but very different texture. And what else do we have in terms of oh, we have chromium oxide green. There's a couple of variations there too, but okay. I have a lot of high hopes for this raw sienna because of the way the raw umber is. It is the smoothest raw umber I have ever seen. And I think, as far as I can tell, it's still just single pigment, right? Not that it changes anything, but it's just this interesting extra like factor to it. It's PBR7, but it's not patchy. It doesn't look like all mottled and weird and gooey. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I forgot to pre-wet it. Wow, it's okay. I'll pre-wet with the paint. That would be what I would use instead of yellow ochre for this range, I think. Really nice. Anastasia, hello! Okay, now Van Dyke Brown. I think it's particularly funny, still, just how many of the color names we have that are linked to specific artists. Like they're not like hold on, I'm trying to think of a good English name. Like it's not Thompson Brown, like, you know, something very basic or whatever. It's a guy that has Dyke in its name. I know it's a Dutch name, right? But I'm like, what the and then we have Hooker's Green. I'm like, okay, wow. Then Payne's Gray. I'm like, are we doing okay? What's what's going on? Are you guys fine? Do you need help! Like, it's not Albert blue, it's like suffering blue. Like, did you say ultramarine turquoise is not available open stock? Blick has it. It used to be only available through the Ali Kavanaugh set, so I don't know if there's something new or special or whatnot, but yeah, I had inquired, I had written to Core back then, I might write them again. I was like, yeah, hey, guys, do you think you will sell this one like open stock? And they said, not for now. I was like, crud. But if they finally made it available open stock, that's even better. Oh, that's really nice. It's a very, like, coffee brown. Very nice roast. How many colors is it? How many pigments? Oh, it's just one. Really? That's PR 101. Okay. We're not fine. Okay. That's a Pyrrole orange. And I'm not particularly excited to swatch it because I've been seeing this color a lot around lately. So I'm just like, it's always somewhere in my head. I'm just like, eh. Are we duping today, mixing? For now, I'm swatching, I'm like updating my reference chart of core colors, and then I'm gonna try to fill some of these little ceramic palettes that I have. That, like, you don't really have much of a choice but to use tube paints for them because of the way the wells are made. But the only tube paints that I had within easy reach were the core paints. Not that it's a bad thing, I really like core paints, but yeah, that explains the current situation. Oh, what brushes are those? Just those are cheapo brushes. They're hold on. They're from Royal and Langnickel, the Crafter's Choice. They're my cheapo brushes for swatching. Because I really don't mind if they get messed up. Okay, so this is PBR 25, right? Yeah. Benzimi, hold on. Benzimi Alone Burnt Orange. That's, I think that's the color they've replaced the quinacridone gold with in the high chroma set. And I'm kind of bummed because it's a less well-rounded selection with this in it. Even though this is a really nice color, there was something so special about having the quinacridone gold in there. I think I would have preferred if they had put nickel titanate yellow instead of that one. But I'm going off like memory. Perhaps I got it wrong. It kind of feels like you could get to this color by mixing the dioxazine violet with the transparent purple orange, and perhaps a bit of tinkering with the mix. Whereas when it had sort of a yellow in there, that was a bit more special. The last one is Perline Crimson. Basically, Perline Maroon. They made a... They miswrote the name in French. That's hilarious. Oh, that's so funny. So usually it would be Bordeaux. Unless this is a word for color that I'm not aware of, but most often they will refer to some colors, some deep red colors as Bordeaux, which is a type of wine, I think. But here they wrote Bordeaux. Bordeaux de Périlène. It sounds like a medieval knight name. My lord Bordeaux de Périlène. We need your help. Come save us. Okay, well, Sassy Britches, you have to elaborate. Why would you put core at the bottom of your list? I'm curious. Also, you can really see like how the weird texture of the paper. It's a bit like the sizing has gone bad, which is maybe that's all there is to it, because these swatches, they're not young. I've been adding to these for like quite a few years now, but yeah, it's just. Ugh. Okay, apologies if this is a bit too much, but one of the things that I particularly like of Perline Maroon is just how bloody it looks. It's the perfect color, except that it dries. It shifts as it dries, which is a bummer. But when it's wet, it is really nice. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so that's it for updating the sheets. But oh, I think Bordeaux is a wine too. Red Clover Meadow spelled there's Bordeaux. Oh, that's painful. You got the name wrong. Who doesn't? Yeah. Sorry. Hi, Chris. Hello. I quite like my lord the Bordeaux de Périlène. To be honest, I might goof around with that a bit more. Bordeaux the wine has the name from the city. Makes sense. Sorry. But I. Water break. Alright, so this is the color that's here. Now I have a bunch of Okay. So raw sienna, titanium buff. So this one, red, pink, green gold here, sap green, Booker's green. That one could go here. Trying to figure this out. And then blue and purple. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Payne's gray. Umber. So I have one magenta, one red, one yellow, a bunch of greens. Oh, did I miss why Sassy doesn't like core? Wish I could fit the Van Dyke Brown and the Perline Crimson in here. This. Get one extra red. What would I remove though? Une palette très jolie. I'm glad you think so. Picture plant, switch them again. Oh no, the French was perfectly fine, Louis. Phil got censored earlier in reference to the labels that. Man, YouTube. Oh, how about? Okay. Change of plan. What about having one palette that's like mostly super bright colors and one that's more neutral? Not neutral, but like earthy colors, right? How do we feel about that? I think there's potential. This one could have, titanium buff, Van Dyke Brown, the raw sienna, the raw umber, Payne's gray, the Perline Crimson. The ultramarine turquoise has separated a bit. You can kind of see it. It's really nice. Or should it be the other way around? Like the one with the most wells has all of the less intense colors. many really bright colors do I have? I'm half French Canadian and speak zero French. Shame to my ancestors. Can you swear in French Canadian? Okay, so definitely dioxazine purple would be a what's the word I'm looking for? A bright color, yeah. Quinacridone magenta, permanent scarlet. So that's this purple, this magenta, and but yeah, it's not on this one. Permanent scarlet is this one. Okay. And then transparent purple orange is this one. Nickel azo yellow is this one. Green gold. Yep. This guy here. How do we feel about sap green and hooker's green? Do they count as bright colors or not? And then what else do I have? I would maybe put the ultramarine turquoise with the more muted colors. I feel like it could be in either, but the fact that it has this sort of separation and granulation makes it a bit moody. So, fudge, sorry. Okay, so let's put this aside. Then cobalt teal, definitely bright. Manganese blue, also very bright. And ultramarine blue, bright. So how many? 3. Okay, so I have technically could add 3 more. And then I could have 16 more muted colors. Man, that's great. Why not separate by tube first so you can see? You missed the beginning, did you? Je suis content. It's a tough one to learn French because it's a bit stupid. I don't want to have to put phthalo green with the bright colors. Okay, hold on. Muted, definitely titanium buff. Chamois de titane et patins. Not this one. Chamois de titane. Chaussons aux pommes avec ça. Okay, what else? Every language is stupid if you think of it. Fair. I mean, in that aspect, like green gold, is it a bright color? How do you define brightness? Like pronouns are by default masculine, water is masculine, but for some reason its plural is feminine. In French? Or in English? I don't think English has a lot of gendered words. Oh, I hate it. Like Spanish, English, and learning French is all about practice. Yeah, and there's significant overlap between these 3 that it can help you learn some of them easier than others. I remember learning Spanish was quite easier coming from French Vert de hooker. Olive green, definitely a drab color. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I wish I had kept all of these pulled out. Not a very efficient system. What do you use it for mostly? Green gold. Anything, really. It's a really good base color if you want to mix a very intense green. I think it's the one that if you mix it with some oranges, you can get sort of a yellow ochre color. Lena would know about that in chat. It's just a really interesting, transparent, really saturated sort of yellow-green color. So if you do a lot of plein air, a lot of plants, it's really useful to have that on hand. What about Ardoise? Oh, Ardoise Grey is nice. Which one of the blacks do I prefer? I prefer Ivory Black. Okay. Burnt Umber? Nah. Convenient to Earth. Did I just flip that Burnt Umber? Yeah. That's the silly olive green. No, cool tint. It's not very pretty, in my opinion. The ivory black is much nicer than the carbon black for some reason. But I don't think it's in this bag. Terre verte. It is so freaking weak though. Check that. Check that weakness. Beautiful color, but difficult to use because it is so low tint in strength. You kind of have to build your whole image around this color because it's so limited. Is this suspended bridge mask? So landscape earth. Yeah, or if you do a lot of florals, I think it's a really interesting color. Like it's this one. And I think that with some flower colors, like if you paint some purple flowers, it's gonna be a really interesting contrast to have more of a yellow-green to like next to that the purple flowers rather than a bluish green. Do I want nipples yellow? No, I don't. I know that cobalt green is sort of the quintessential earthy green, but I don't know if I feel like having it in a palette. First casualty. Indian yellow. Green gold for all your swamp and marsh needs. I think it's a good base for moss as well. You could add a little bit of blue in there and you would get something interesting. I think it's also really fun to mix it with like a granulating blue, like ultramarine blue. Because you can get some really cool stuff. Really cool textures. Rosa has a real in green, which is quite unique to their range, and it's such a beautiful yellow-green color. It's like, what if green gold was more saturated and more green? It's 17 by 1. Which one? Oh, the olive green. Since it's two separate palettes, can use it in both. I could. But I could also try to, like, I would like to see first if I can sort of figure something out where I don't have any colors repeated. But yeah, if I have to, I will definitely reuse colors in both palettes. I don't mind that. Oh, ivory black. Not terre verte. Terre verte we're not gonna use here. They're nice, but yeah, weak. What about phthalo turquoise in the brights? It's this one here. So far the brights, so we have Dionysus in purple, ultramarine blue. I put manganese blue. Yeah, manganese blue, cobalt teal. And I don't really know what to do for the greens in there, but I think phthalo turquoise could be interesting. Just gonna put it aside. Okay, let's. Oh, Queen Magenta is already in there, you know it. You know it. Oh, do I want to have Queen Red too? Cat Orange, it's nice, but it's very opaque, so I don't know. Hold on. Let me... Technically, I have room for 2 more with the bright colors. And what's the more muted one looking like? So 1, 2... That's 16, right? Actually... Vertex side, so far I have the one from the Van Dyke Brown here with the more muted colors. That's raw umber. That's the Van Dyke Brown. It's quite nice. And then also Perylene Crimson. So I have red, brown, more muted brown, yellow, and I feel like that's a decent sort of selection. Where am I at? Payne's Gray, ultramarine turquoise. Definitely a lot of room in this second one. Also put Ivory Black, Payne's Gray, and Ardoise Gray. So I said this one, this one, this one, and this one. Yep, Titanium Buff is in there. Ready. Queen Red, I said. Where are you? Mars Orange Derp. I didn't put the sepia, I put the raw umber and the Van Dyke brown. It's difficult because, I mean, I like all of these. Oh, green, there you are. Come to me, pretty color. So, whoop, whoop. Okay, good. I would put indigo with the more muted colors, but I don't like using up a tube when I don't have a backup. I'm not sure. That cobalt green, is it granulated? Of course it is. Of course it is. The cobalt green here is quite nice. And also the, they have cobalt turquoise as well here. And then cobalt teal, so you kind of have the gradation. My brain is getting discombobulated now. Oh no, wait. Sorry, I don't want to use that word. I just realized where I heard it recently. It's not a great place. Okay, let's do another recap. Come to me. Pretty colors. Seriously. The carbon black, I think I prefer the ivory one personally. It's black. But yeah, maybe I should redo the swatches. I think the sizing has gone really off on these. Because, I mean, look at these swatches that I just did. They look terrible. They're really bad. So I'm adding Indanthrone blue. So I have Payne's Gray, Indanthrone blue, Ultramarine turquoise, raw umber, Van Dyke brown, Berlin crimson, Mars orange deep, raw sienna, Titan buff, Outlaws gray, ivory black. So I have room for one more. And I think it's gonna have to be a green, right? Maybe chromium oxide green. There's quite a few really lovely muted greens. It's gonna be hard to pick one. Because I have quite a few options in here. Like, that's the chromium oxide, that's Bohemian Green Earth. How many pigments is this one? 4. Okay, interesting. Olive green is also really nice. But I think I might go for this one. Let me go ahead and think. What was the one? Pick one that you can mix. Yeah, that's also a very valid point. I don't really have much in terms of yellow in the more muted selection. So I'm really thinking that the sadly unpopular chromium oxide green is my solution for this. There you go. And then for the other one, I'm missing what, one color too? Okay, what do I have? So many greens that are being left to the side. I'm sad. But anyway, vibrant colors. So I have, I'm just gonna start with the order that they're in here. So dioxazine purple, then I have quinacridone magenta, quinacridone red, oops, sorry. Oh, purple, magenta, red. The orange, that's the yellow I have in there for now. And then green gold. Back here, phthalo turquoise here at the bottom. Cobalt teal, manganese blue, and ultramarine blue. And that's where I'm at. I have room for one more. I can mix, you know, quite a few greens with what I have here, so there's that. But what else could I? Oh, I have permanent scarlet too. I forgot that one. I have permanent scarlet. So it goes from the red to the permanent scarlet, and then to the orange, and then to the yellow, and Bohemian green earth. It really is. Oh, cool yellow. That's a yeah. Okay. Yep. Cobalt teal is already in there. Cobalt violet, I didn't pick it because it's a nice violet, but it's also a bit weak in terms of tinting strength, so I'm not sure about that. But yeah, a cool yellow. How about a warm yellow? The one I currently have is this one. So looking, I know that this primrose one looks like a good cool yellow, but this one I only have as a pan, so I can't really put it in these. Oh, I have a few in there too. I have yellow and Hansa yellow medium. So I have this one, and this one, if you look at the diluted part of the swatch, it is very reminiscent of my other options for cool yellows, like the Aurelin Modern and the Cad Yellow Light. So I'm like, what if I put Indian yellow instead? But that's the thing is I can probably get somewhere close by mixing this orange and this yellow. I don't use a lot of yellow either, but that doesn't help. So I've turquoise and green gold. I'm really interested, like, what's these two mixed together gonna look like. I think it's gonna be fun, but that will come after. What about Prussian blue? Maybe it's a bit too muted. What about ivory black? It's way too expensive. Again, it's a matter of what is accessible to you always. You're always better off looking into what you can easily get. Man, it's gonna really be unpleasant on a very superficial degree, somewhat. But oh man, the fact that almost all the there's so many good paints that used to come from the US that I'm sort of used to seeing around that won't necessarily be attainable. Ugh. Indian yellow Callivo. I don't remember what paper it is. Like I said, I did these charts probably when I started my channel or so. So that's like what, 8-9 years ago. So it is a fair assessment that the sizing in the paper would have gone bad. Like the swatches that I painted first, they still look fine, but anything that I add onto these is probably going to look terrible. Hello green. I don't. I would put phthalo green yellow shade if I had it. I don't have it. I don't know if they make it. It could definitely be Canson XL, or it's possibly the star brand of a local chain of art supplies. But yeah, I forgot to write it on the back of the sheet, so I can't say for sure. I thought it was sort of a myth that Indian yellow came from, uh, cow pee. I'm gonna put Indian yellow. To a bit in here. Nope, because of yellow. There you go. So, like this. So, that's this one. What else did I put? Throne blue, paints gray. There you go, like black. Great. Hope we got proof now. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, we don't make the genuine Indian yellow anymore, so at least there's that. Oh, I can't count. The mass. I'm an idiot. Oh man, I'm sorry. I can't count. It's a good thing I'm not a mathematician. Fudge. Okay, let's let's pretend like nothing happened and just put this aside. Okay. Okay. You all go there. Have fun. Okay? Okay. Okay. Nothing happened. It's all good. Everything's fine. Okay. Sorry. Oh, I think I can do the really fun thing. I really like it when I can set up paints in a palette where it goes around. And I think it's going to work decently well with this. This one is huge. Because I'm going to connect the last color is going to be ultramarine blue, and then it's going to pick up with the axis in purple, so it's going to go like in loop. Yeah, I can only count to 4 songs. I'm just gonna we're gonna do this one. Huh? 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 I can absolutely count. Right? Oh, also, well, I mean, it's not, I don't really need to because, ouch, I'm streaming, but usually when I set up the colors around the palette, I will snap a picture. So that if I end up forgetting to write down what color is what, I can go back and look at the picture. Now, I'm streaming this, so I can go back and look at the stream, but yeah. Your life is continuing. In fact, she couldn't count. Perfect measure enough. Well, I'm glad the laugh is contagious because we'd all be miserable otherwise, wouldn't we? I'd be laughing like all alone, and you'd be like waiting for me to continue. Oops, oops, oops. Hey, dodge day. Well, not that I would have minded, but you know. Oh, I don't have a do I have a gripper? I mean, I'm using golden paints. I should use the gripper. Oh, there you go. Hopefully it will fit on the small tubes as well. Yeah. Come on, get in there, you. Absolutely best red in the world. We are artists. We are artists, not Pythagoras. I mean, wasn't Pythagoras the one who did the thing with the triangles? Maybe he was a bit of an artist. Just a little bit. And if he wasn't, then that goes to show just how much of a math person I am. Get in there, you most perfect orange. Kind of interesting how I will sort of end up with quote unquote. Okay, very quote, add a lot of quotes. The warm colors ish in the top row, and the cool colors ish in the bottom row. It was not intentional, but I like it. It's perfect. Slippery. Well, it's got 3 grip sizes. It's got 4 actually. Big, less big, less big, and small. But you know, sometimes like for some of the other brand like Holbein tubes that I have, the small one is too big still for some of the Holbein tubes. Sassy, are you trying to be censored? In the Merkley challenge as well. Architecture failed at okay. Second row. Why is there a... It's not hair, it's like, you know when you have like a polyfill? The threads of... the polyester threads of it. Okay, everyone, is everyone ready? I'm gonna put green gold. Green gold, let's go. Are we all ready for this? Verde oro. Oh, vert. Green gold. That was anticlimactic. Come on, get out. Okay. Made it. The paint preferred to go back up in the tube rather than come out the end. What can you do? I have tube squeezers and all of that, but just not here with me at this table. Seriously, Ceci, are you trying to get censored? The fiber, yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Palo turquoise. If only you had been PB16. But no, it's a mix. Cobalt teal. Ooh, it's gonna be a tricky one. They should have called the gripper the like finger saver or something. Because oh my gosh, like opening up and closing up a bunch of tubes is so destructive on the fingertips. A bit against the to what, to get the paint out? I have the you know the thingamajig with the wheel with the, it makes everything like wavy. You know, that kind of tube squeezer. Just not with me here. I do the thing on the edge of the table with my toothpaste. Because it's not a metal tube, so I don't have to worry about messing up the tube. Manganese blue hue. You have to put hue after. It is not genuine manganese blue because no one makes it anymore. And Cold Tuber was having baby leaks. Really returned to chat to see something one very sad. Does anyone easier? No. What is it? Is it like a slime? Okay, last color, guys. Ultramarine blue. Ah! No! I want to conquer the world! Ha ha ha! This is why you never pick me! Sneaky ultramarine blue. You're gonna be shelved so quickly! Right. Ta-ta! Okay, I always find it a little bit annoying when the colors are not nice and level, but it's not easy to I'll grab toothpicks. Okay, toothpicks. God, they're metal. It's very easy to forget because they don't look all that much. Like there's the, I mean, these are the older tubes. What are the new ones like? Do I have a new one here? No? Yes? No? Yes? No? Okay, new one. Aside from this little bit here, like the metal is painted black, so it's super easy to forget, and I kind of have to make it a So I have my toothpick. I'm wetting the toothpick, and then with my wet toothpick, that's when I try to get out the paint. Now the fact that the toothpick is wet helps a little bit with the paint sticking to it more than to the palette itself. It's not perfect, but it helps. Okay, that's not pretty, but it'll do, right? I'll try the other end. And if I end up with paint all over my fingers, you can laugh at me, I guess. And then you bin this right away. Before it ends up like on your clothing. That slime actual putty like for playing fidgeting. Oh, interesting. Very smooth. Oh, I mean anything scented, that's always a you're taking a risk. Your options are, will it give me a headache? Will it smell like butt? Will it what else? Yeah, no, I think that's basically it. Your choices are between a headache and it smelling bad. You can see how the color is hiking up the wet part of my toothpick. That's kind of cool. Thumbs up emoji placeholder. Sorry. What they call is sugar stir metal, so it's reusable and doesn't absorb. Oh, interesting. Toothpick. Oh, that's annoying. Dude, okay. One of the things we noticed recently, because we were due for getting some more, but matchbooks. Impossible to find. I don't know what's up. I had a box of a bajillion matchbooks that I had gotten at the grocery store like years ago, and we eventually ran out. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna, grab the same thing at the freaking grocery store again. And nope, nothing. So we're like, okay, I'm gonna check on Canadian Amazon. Nothing. So that was weird. And then I was like, I'm gonna check the dollar store. Nothing. And ultimately we found matches at the dollar store, but they're wooden ones. And you kind of had to ask the cashier for them because they were behind the checkout. And I'm like, what the heck happened? What did I miss? How come matches are like what? People don't use matches? What? I mean, lighters are awful. They're you can't biodegrade a lighter. And besides, if you want to use the matches in the bathroom, lighters they don't cover up smells. If you catch my drift. Okay, that's ugly, but that's what it is. Okay, like me. Beer scented glue. Ugh. See people selling matchbooks on Facebook Marketplace. It's a scalper's market. You meet up with the guy, has a big coat, looks at you behind his glasses and under his cap. He's like, are you here for the matches? Yeah. Okay. Looks around, open up his coat, and there's like lots of matchbooks attached inside of the coat. Which one do you want? Like, I'm sorry, what now? I know that for me, the toothpick are usually in the aisle with the disposable plates. All the disposable like metal containers for food, you know, that kind of stuff. That's usually the area where I can find toothpicks, or in the baking section, yeah. Or at the dollar store. Allumette can hook you up. I mean, what? What? Okay, sorry, I'm losing my brain over the match stuff. All right, so that's one. Whee! We will not focus on the other palette that I wasn't able to count 16 tubes and got 12 and figured that I was good to go. I will indeed find 4 more colors to put in the other one, and we'll add the colors in there. Yeah. Because, I mean, what's the point of having this palette with just the one color in it? That's silly. Aside from that, I'm gonna put this to dry, and perhaps next week we can paint something with it. How does that sound? Maybe I'll be able to find a box for it. That would be really cool. But yeah, I'm really eager to paint with this and to do all the mixing. It's gonna be really interesting, I think. And yeah, I think that's it. Restaurant. Yeah, I know. They were just like in big bowls near the entrance, and you would just grab them. Instead of business card, it was matchbooks, and people would collect them. But now you can't even find them, and I'm like, what? Allumette is French for matches. So, yep, the more you know. Okay, so I think my brain needs a break, and I will do that. And like I said, I will set this to dry, I will figure this out, set all of that to dry, and then next week we can paint with them. If you want to paint along, grab your brightest colors or your more muted colors, and yeah, let's just, have fun mixing stuff, and I don't know. Yep, thanks you so much. Thanks you. Yeah, thanks you. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. Thank you for putting up with my nonsense. And we will see each other on the Discord server. I will have to go check myself in the mirror to make sure that I didn't put paint all over my face. Anyway, Discord server, the link is in the description. It is completely free, and we have a lot of fun over there. And until next weekend, there's going to be the members only live on Thursday, and then another on next Saturday, hopefully. But yep, see ya all on the Discord. Have a great weekend. Take care. Take cake. Very important. Don't forget the cake. And see ya in the next one. Bye bye.